Hi, this is Cassie from Tasktop. Today I'm going to show you how Tasktop integrates Azure DevOps and qTest Manager to improve collaboration between test managers and developers, and to create full visibility and traceability across the defect reporting and resolution process. Tasktop gives every single IT practitioner the information they need when they need it in their tool of choice. Sophisticated integration scenarios can be built with surgical precision from an entirely point-and-click UI. Before we jump into the tools themselves to see each practitioner's experience, I'll quickly tell you what we're going to do in today's demo. In our demo, a developer creates a story in Azure DevOps. Tasktop will flow the story to qTest Manager as a requirement so the test manager can get a head start on designing the test case. When the tester logs a defect, Tasktop will flow the defect back to Azure DevOps, maintaining the link to the original story so the developer can work on resolving it. All the while, comments, attachments, and status updates are synchronized between the two tools, facilitating collaboration and visibility between these two disciplines. You can see this integration here in Tasktop Integration Hub's landscape view. Azure DevOps stories are synchronized with qTest requirements and normalized through the requirements model. And defects in qTest are synchronized with bugs in Azure DevOps and normalized through the defect model. So let's get started. In our split screen view, we have Azure DevOps on the left and qTest Manager on the right. Starting in Azure DevOps, the developer decides to create a user story. For the title, she writes, "Update password for end user." She adds a brief description and clicks Save. As we switch our attention to qTest Manager here on the right, a quick refresh shows that the story has flowed over to qTest Manager as a requirement, and we can see that the title, description, and priority have all flowed over smoothly. We can also see that the ID for the linked Azure DevOps story has flowed over to qTest Manager, and the ID for the linked qTest Manager requirement has also flowed over to Azure DevOps, providing bidirectional traceability between the two tools. The test manager then begins designing her test case, and upon running her test, she logs a defect. This defect flows back over to Azure DevOps as a bug, where the developer can work on resolving it. But before she can resolve the bug, the developer would like the test manager to provide more information on the defect logged. So she decides to leave a comment on the original user story, clicking a link conveniently placed by the developer. The comment states, "Please provide an attachment of the error message received on defect 22. The comment will then flow back over to qTest to the linked requirement, where the test manager can quickly provide the requested attachment. Once the developer receives the requested information, she can work on resolving the bug and can proceed to update the status to Done. As you can see, our practitioners worked seamlessly with each other, never having to leave their tool of choice, never having to copy and paste information, and never having to send an email. Contact us for a personalized demo or evaluation today at tasktop.com.